wonderful. Remarkably well preserved, too. Here's the blood seal. Another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered me with Cyrodiil? This whole place appears to be a shrine.
It's coming to life. You did it. After you, Dragonborn. You should have the honor of being the first.
You're not afraid you'll set fire to something?
Find inside.
Need something?
Yes? Yep. Need something? You could have just asked. Need something?
Need something?
Isn't it amazing? Ah, thank you. Excellent. Now, where were we?
Do you need something?
Here it is. Aldrin's Wall. I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Akaviri sculptural relief.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on art.
Yes, yes. Let's see what we have. Look, here is Aldrin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord tongues, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But
still here.
There's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout, then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Good. The Greybeards can teach you a lot, but don't let them turn you away from your destiny. You're Dragonborn, and you're the only one who can stop Alduin. Don't forget it. Right. Good thing they've all... We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old Blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place. You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear. Here are the Akaviri, the Blades. You see their distinctive swords.
Yes? Hi.
Huh?
be here. I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Carlia is still inside. No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape. Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead. Just make certain you keep your eyes open. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here. She was a stubborn Dunmer. Always had to do everything her way. But she was also the best, bringing in more coin a month than some. Gallus trusted her too much and let her get too close. That's... They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. So it isn't too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how. A lot of skill. That should do it. Nearly as annoying. Must have scared him off. This better be him. I have a long-standing arrangement with the Dark Brotherhood. If I need someone in the guild... Set all of the traps. If you see Carla, don't hesitate. execution. Death will be my crown! Death will be my triumph! What's that? It's too easy! Is that the best you can do? Who's there? Your end is near! How disappointing. What was that? Hear your heart beating. I must have been hearing things. There's little time for talk. What do you want? You're quite noisy for someone who claims to be a thief. Your blood will adorn my body. Carlias. Killer. I'll spit on your corpse. chimes. Clever. Rigged to wake the Draugr, I'd bet. Don't blunder into any of them. must have been child's play for her. What was that? You can't hide from me. Out of my way! I've killed legions like... Nothing! I'll spit your corpse. It's too easy! How disappointing. one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlisle already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlisle is close, I'm certain of it. Now let's get moving. Must you keep stopping? Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlisle. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough, otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlisle. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence, but I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlisle has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were 3 of us. Myself, Gallus and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves' Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. Mercer lied to the Guild, branded me a murderer, and slandered my name across his network of contacts. For 25 years I ran, never sleeping in the same place twice and carefully covering my tracks. Mercer doesn't need to die. He needs to feel the cold sting of fate as his life crumbles in front of him and he's hunted by the Guild. I can promise you if it comes to that, and my back's to the wall, I won't hesitate. He was a scholar, a master thief and a natural leader. Everyone respected him and followed him without question. It was Gallus who inducted me into the Nightingales and honed my skills to a razor-sharp point. I owe everything to him. We were very close. Gallus once said he felt comfortable around me, able to let his guard down. I can't help but think that I'm responsible for what happened to him. Remember, speak only to anyone. Trust no one else. Yes, there isn't much time. What is it?
Need something?
Speak.
It's
You
a
and
fine
me,
day with you
we're
around.
the only people around who aren't complete fools. Got something to say? Till next
What can I
time.
do for you?
Good to see you.
Yes?
Finally, someone useful is around.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just
What do you need, my
keep
friend?
walking. All right. Divine smile on you, friend.
My days at the college are long behind me. I still have research that keeps me busy, and being here in Winterhold ensures I have access to former colleagues.
If there's anything you need, let's sate that appetite, huh? See ya.
Yes. Can I help you with anything else? Shh. All right, let's not overdo it. Meet me in my quarters.
I'm still here.
Carlia. Then she's finally found it.
Let's
Do
go.
you have Gallus's journal?
I say,
Problem.
hear any
Let me
loud
see it.
noises last night?
Oh, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language.
A small experiment may have gone.
No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Selmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. Word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy. In the time before man, they were known as the Snow Elves. They lived in the sunlight and had a very prosperous society. Like the Altmer? Yes, I would say their culture quite possibly rivaled our own. The Nords went to war with the Falmer in the First Era, killed them by the thousands to drive them from their snowy homeland. The Falmer retreated underground and forged an uneasy alliance with the dwarves who ended up betraying them. This betrayal made them what they are now, horrible, blind monstrosities with a burning hatred of any but their own kind. Yes, I suppose you're right. Forgive me. I've lost several close friends to the Falmer, and it tends to distort my view. If you wish to learn more about them, you're welcome to my tome on the subject. Should be on my table. Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep... Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details. Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calselmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you. Calselmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
Need something?
Be careful.
Jazargo is pleased. And? Were they magnificent? No. That was not supposed to happen. But Jazargo is pleased to see that you are here, and not in pieces. You are a good friend to have done this. Jazargo will not forget it. Then lead on, friend. Khajiit guards your back. Jazargo only has so much room to carry things. Khajiit will follow.
We've stopped. What do you need to take? Lead on, then. I'm still here. Let's go. I'm still... What do you need to take? I'm heading home, if you need me. Hey, keep your hands to yourself. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust. Jezargo only has so much room to carry things. We follow them.
All right, then. Yes? Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice.
All right, then.
We have survived. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? I shall explain to you the mysteries of the Outer Realms. Until next time.
Nasty business with that Ancon. Take a look. Ah, that, yes. The group prior to yours has disappeared entirely. It's possible that there was less than the necessary amount of oversight. That's still being looked into. But we've had no contact with them for quite some time now. Arniel wondered if perhaps they'd somehow managed to get themselves lost in the Outer Realms. But I think that's giving them too much credit. I'm not sure. None of them were working on anything terribly dangerous. As I recall, Ysra was trying to improve flame cloak spells to better work in Skyrim's harsh environment. Elos Tai was practicing illusion spells. She was having trouble with... And then there's Borvir and Rundi, twins. Those two boys were obsessed with mead, convinced they could concoct something to compete with Honningbrew. Something about using frost magic to chill the mead for a certain period of time. I felt it was a waste, but the Archmage let them proceed. There are few places where one can... I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
What do you want? Until next time.
What's the hurry?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunt.
Nothing?
Be careful.
Huh? Thought I heard something.
Someone there?
The old gods give me strength!
I die for my people.
We'll handle things from here. Move along. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. That's right. It isn't. Until
God.
next time.
A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you all right? Did you see what happened?
What a waste.
The Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future, for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. I'd better get going.
What happened?
I don't owe you money. We'll handle things from here. Move along. Until next time.
Margaret, he killed her. Right in front of me. I'm sorry. I don't think I can bear to sell anything right now. She's a traveler from the Imperial City. Came by every day looking for jewelry for her relatives back home. Why would anyone want to kill her? Doesn't make any sense. What's happening to this city?
We'll handle things from here. Move along. All right then.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial
If it's about the Hall of the
lies.
Dead, no.
First
You
take
can't
away
go in
cows.
there.
Now you're keeping us from...
Okay, protect.
You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me. Finally, someone with decent sense.
The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Honor, pride, mighty Talos. Jarl Igmund can't ignore us for much longer. Not if the Silverblood family has a say. That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the Divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords? They started the Great War. Now, the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he... We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. He used the Thum, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors into... Just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those...
You... Old Dwarven city underneath the keep. The shoe is dead. Best steer clear.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on... I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calselmo's Guide to... Preposterous! That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. While I appreciate the sentiment, I still have to decline. Being an admirer, I'm sure you can appreciate the need to keep my research a secret. Do you realize that at a snap of my fingers, I can bring the entire Markarth City Guard to my defense? You best rethink this course of action. I'm not certain how many scholars you're accustomed to dealing with, but I can assure you that personal wealth is our lowest priority. Very well. Perhaps when my research is complete, I'll feel more comfortable discussing my findings with you. I have things to study. What is it? Persistent, aren't you? Oh, very well. Who am I to stand in the way of curiosity? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. If you deal with Nimhi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer museum. What do you say? Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. What?
You have questions? Take a look. right then.
The artifacts I've discovered in the Schuenzell will make history one day. Yes, yes, I have a lot of research.
No lollygagging.
Is that fur coming out of your ears? Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission. Because Calcelmo doesn't want anyone to go in. He runs the museum. He makes the rules. You have a problem with that? Go talk to him. You'll find him in front of the ruins during the day, just down the tunnel. Ugh. Been tending to your house? Smell like a wet dog. You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
What a waste. There must be a dozen men of them. Yeah, Calcelmo called me his entire expedition. You have committed crimes against... That's all you've got?
Travel southeast and you'll find an orc stronghold, but up around the old Dushnik or Kalkum mine. Bit late to be wandering around, isn't it?
Before you say anything, no. Take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind the dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner.
I have to work, or Anton will rip my head off.
son of Arovdia, Jarl of Markarth. Yes, I know. We have some advantages if we come here. The city is built into the mountains. But what are they out? You speak to Igmund, son of Arovdia, Jarl of Markarth. My gods told me. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn. They are only a threat in the hills and along the... I don't know you, and I don't sell what precious property we have to outsiders. Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind. No honor, no loyalty, unreliable. Treat my people fairly, and I will do the same to you. Yes, I know. We have some advantages if they come here. And everything is made of stone, even the beds. We'll have no trouble from Dragon's Fire here. If you'll excuse me, I have a city.
What do you want, Imperial?
I fear the night.
Break the law in Markarth.
The werewolves and vampires don't. No lollygagging. Only burglars and vampires creep around after dark. Staying safe, I hope. Watch the skies, traveler. Everything's all right, citizen? You hear that? I swear there's something out there. In the dark. There's a small skeever den just east of the city. At Reachwater Rock. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead. For a dragon to attack Kyne's Grove. Why? Why there? Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. That blade can barely cut butter.
What a waste. There must be a dozen men up here. Yeah. Calcelmo called in his entire expedition team. Said he needed every man he could get to take his research. Better them than us. We lost 3 good men to the traps. For one. Just to see nothing else. The thing.
And the twin moons.
Well, it's more to be enough. Come on, let's get back to work. By order of the... Do your worst. Is that the best you can do? By order of the Jarl, stop right there.